It was late at night. Cold air and heavy fog covered the empty highway like a silent blanket. And Kamran, a night shift bus driver, arrived at the rural station for his route. Boys, something felt wrong tonight. The air was still, almost watching him. Only 3 passengers boarded the bus. An old tired man, a young couple, and a silent woman who never looked up. Now Kamran didn't like night shifts, but duty was duty. He started the engine and drove into the fog. There were now 7 or 8 more new passengers sitting in the back seats. Some pale faces, emotionless eyes, silent, still. But Kamran hadn't seen anyone get on the bus. At the next stop, the fog grew even thicker. A young girl in white clothes stepped inside. She didn't look at Kamran, but in a trembling whisper, she said, "Don't stop the bus, no matter what happens." Kamran was confused. "What do you mean?" But the girl didn't reply. She just sat in the front row and stared out the window. But when Kamran checked the mirror again, the pale passengers in the back had disappeared, yet the bus suddenly felt heavier, as if unseen bodies were still riding with him. The fog swallowed the highway. Kamran could barely see a few meters ahead. Suddenly, a broken silhouettes appeared on the road, dark human shapes standing in the middle of the highway. Kamran swerved the bus, heart pounding. The girl whispered again, "Whatever you see, don't stop." Lights inside the bus flickered. Shadows moved across the aisle. Even though no one was there, Kamran heard breathing right behind him. But the mirror showed an empty bus. The bus climbed a steep hill. The engine struggled. From the fog, dozens of dark figures began walking toward the bus. Slow, jerky, unnatural, their blank faces pressed against the windows. Their hands scraped the glass. The metal outside groaned under their touch. The engine was about to die. Kamran panicked. The girl shouted, "Don't stop the bus!" Kamran slammed the accelerator. The bus jerked forward, throwing the shadows off into the fog. At last, the bus reached the final station. Silence returned. Kamran turned to speak to the girl, but her seat was empty. Only an old newspaper lay there. He picked it up. The headline read, "Massacre on Highway Bus. Only one. Survivor, young girl." Kamran's blood turned cold. The girl had died years ago. His hands shook as he looked outside. At the end of the road, silhouettes stood in the fog. Watching him, Kamran quit his job the next morning. But every night, highway patrol officers report the same thing. A lonely bus driving through the fog, with silent pale passengers sitting inside, and no driver.